Today, Washington Commanders training camp kicked off in full with the veterans reporting to Ashburn and the head coach and GM meeting with reporters. So more on that in just a moment. But as all that was happening, football fans learned that they're soon going to have a new option for sports betting in the district.
Our Eric Flack is here with more on the growing sports gambling industry in D.C. And Flack, the district appears it's finally getting it right after years of frustrating sports gamblers.
Yeah, that's good news for everybody who likes to gamble on their phone on all those sporting games. Keep in mind, this has become a massive industry. Data from the American Gaming Institute finding $11 billion in total revenue nationwide last year. That's an increase of 46% from the previous year. And now sports gamblers in D.C. will have a new option right on their phones. DraftKings announced it is launching in the district. DraftKings' entry into the D.C. market comes after the online sports betting company reached an agreement to be the sports betting provider of D.C. United. Sports betting in D.C. got off to just a disastrous start 4 years ago after the D.C. Office of Lottery and Gaming signed a contract with a Greek vendor to create what was known as the Gambit DC app. It was plagued with problems. I knew personally it had a glitchy system that didn't always work and had worse odds than those being offered by brick and mortar sports books. The result? People just didn't use the Gambit DC app that much, and that cost the district tens of millions of dollars in lost tax revenue. In March, the city announced it was bagging Gambit, and it partnered with FanDuel. Now, at the time, that made FanDuel DC's lone citywide mobile betting option. Now, FanDuel's biggest competitor, DraftKings, is getting into the game in DC.
I'm curious, is this option available to sports gamers in D.C. right now? And, if not, do we know when it will be online?
Not quite yet, Simone. DraftKings is still working its way through the approval process. The agreement with D.C. United was the first step because regulations in D.C. require a sports betting platform to partner with one of the pro sports teams doing business in D.C. if it wants to operate. Now, I've been told there's more to come on what the DraftKings deal means for the fan experience at Audi Field. More on that in the months ahead.
You said sports gambling fans have been waiting for this a long time coming.
Yeah, they have.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.